Well, welcome to East Lawrence High School, and thank you for joining us. We're excited about the opportunity today to recognize what's very dear to my heart, Mr. Smith's heart, and all of the staff here at East Lawrence High School, and that's a group of young men that we refer to as GEM, as growing young men. We kind of got a passion for this program a few years ago. Mr. Smith and myself kind of discussed what it would be like to have a program that provide our young men with the soft skills they need and some of the skill sets that they need to be successful in life beyond the traditional education that we provide. We know how important math, English, science, social studies, athletics, we know how important all of those items are, but there are just certain things like how to dress for certain functions, how to act when you're sitting at the table in certain business meetings and arrangements, that no matter what background, field, or profession you choose, from a professional athlete to a construction worker to a teacher, to a law enforcement officer, there are just certain things that you need to be able to understand, able to do, able to maneuver in life in order to be successful. And so the vision came about 2-3 years ago, but the issue was Mr. Smith was at the middle school and I was at the high school. And one thing I understood about a program like this is you had to have the right person doing it. You couldn't just put anybody in that capacity and get the results that you want from a class like this. You had to have somebody that walks the walk but can also talk the talk, and that was Mr. Smith, who has a background in the military as a Marine. Anybody that knows him knows he's very sharp. He has very high expectations, and he's going to hold you to those expectations, but he also is very understanding, and he knows how to build positive relationships. And so about actually a year ago, from today, the situation worked out, and I'm thankful to the Lawrence County Board of Education for funding a program like this, because it is not free, and we're thankful to several community members that have donated throughout the year as well. But between the community and our Board of Education, they saw fit to allow East Lawrence High School the opportunity to bring Mr. Will Smith up from the middle school to the high school to start this program. And we just watched it grow. And I'll be very honest, a lot of the young men were reluctant when they first got in there. For example, they wondered, why did I get chosen to be placed in this class? Is it a reason I'm in this class? And it wasn't. It was just an opportunity for us to it touch as many young men's lives as possible to help them transition into the real world. And so what you're going to see today are our seniors are going to be recognized, those that are exiting the program. And like I said, COVID-19 hit fast. Without a lot of time to prepare and finish out some of the items that we wanted to close out the class of 2020 with, but we did not want the summer to go by, or the official end of the class of 2020 to go by without recognizing our seniors who are part of the inaugural group for this GEM program that is referred to as Growing Young Men. But once again, very thankful to Mr. Will Smith. Very thankful to the students who stuck with it. They didn't try to run out in groves and get transfer classes and all of that, and their parents supported us in this process. They were required to dress up once a week, which for most of them is not the norm, and they don't believe this is not the norm for me and Mr. Smith as well, but it's part of what we have to do, and it's part of our attire, and that's one of the things that this program taught, was just simple lessons like that. So at this time, so that we can keep the main thing, which are these young men that we're going to recognize today, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Smith so that he can recognize them, and they will each one be presented with a sports jacket as well. Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Dr. Hall. I am honored to be able to stand here today on behalf of the Lawrence County Board of Education and East Lawrence High School in the GEM program. I can honestly tell you, it has benefited me more to watch these young men grow. They started off as growing young men in a high school setting. Now they're actually preparing to transition into grown young men in society. These young men have stuck with this program, have actually bought into the program, and I think by honoring them today, they're going to set the tone for this program to go further and further, not only at East Lawrence High School, but hopefully in schools beyond. So today what we're going to do, we're going to honor those seniors. We had 13 seniors, and so today we may not have all because of the COVID, or some already have transitioned into the real world of military or whatever it may be, and they were unable to make it today. But I will call their names and let you know their plans beyond today. First of all, I'd like to call up Mr. Amarion Coney. At this time, Mr. Coney has been accepted to Toccoa Falls College and he will be majoring in nursing. Amari Yanconi. Next will be Mr. Zytravius Franklin. Mr. Franklin will be attending Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and he will be pursuing a degree or certification in basic shielded metal arc welding program. Mr. Franklin. In his absence, Mr. Austin Hill. Austin has been accepted to Emmanuel College to play basketball, and he's going to major in business. Austin is absent today, but we know that he's going to do well. Standing in for Mr. Sean Rogers will be Gage Rogers' brother. On June 1st, 2020, Mr. Rogers departed to the United States Army for basic training. This is his brother standing in his need. Mr. Sean Rogers, brother Gage Rogers. Also absent today, Mr. Logan Spires. Logan is awaiting a swearing date for the United States Navy. Logan Spires. Our next young man will be Quintez Tompkins. Quintez actually was looking at going to OFTC also and pursuing the business of landscaping. Another one of our seniors is Mr. Tevin Tinsley, who is actually preparing to study for the ASVAB so he can try again to get into the United States Army. The next young man that's here will be Mr. Jamaica Watkins. Jamaica plans to attend the United States Air Force, and he has no departure date at this time. Jamaica Watkins. Next, we have Mr. Cuevas White. Mr. White also plans to attend the United States Air Force, and he has no departure date at this time. Next, we have Mr. Jeremiah White. He plans to attend United States Air Force Reserve. Departure date unknown. Another one of our fine young men is Mr. Michael Williams, who plans to attend SCAD, Savannah College of Arts of Design, and major in film production. Mr. Williams. Mr. Kenyon Wright, who has already sworn to the United States Army. He's awaiting a departure date, Mr. Kenyon Wright. And our final senior for this GEM program is Mr. Chandler Storm Wyatt. Chandler has been accepted to Middle Georgia College, and he's going to major in history. Chandler Storm Wyatt. It has truly been an honor to work with these young men, to serve these young men, not only teach these young men, to show them the right way. I think East Lawrence High School has some of the best young students in the district, and we continue to serve them and give them what they want so they can go out in the real world and be successful. I really, truly am thankful for our community, our school, and everyone that has been a part of this, especially the parents, for allowing us to work with their young men. And on behalf of our principal, Dr. Hall, our new principal, Dr. Lee Collins, our Lawrence County Board of Education, we're looking for great things for the GEM program. Thank you very much.
At Morris Bank, we understand that your personal finances and banking experiences can be stressful. We also know that it doesn't have to be that way. That's why for over 60 years, we've dedicated ourselves to providing common sense banking to people just like you. We work hard to combine the latest online mobile technology and top-notch customer service that allows us to do just that.
We realize our customers have choices, but what sets us apart is the personal service that we provide that they may not receive at larger institutions. We like to make you feel at home, and we like to make the process as easy as possible when you're banking with us.
But we're not focused on helping just our customers. We are equally dedicated to supporting the community we are a part of. Just this year alone, we've logged thousands of community service hours and provided significant financial support to the communities we serve. We want to make sure you have the best banking experience possible. Come see us or give us a call to find out what makes Morris Bank different, because we're banking on you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about a program that is doing exactly what its name says, that is growing young men. Mr. Will Smith has come up with this vision to make sure that these young people are equipped for society. And here we go. We've got some great seniors here who have really learned and grown from this. We've got Kenyon Wright. Kenyon, hey. What's up, baby?
I'm doing all right today.
Now listen, you've been a part of this program, and you know yourself, you've changed a bit, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us about what this program's done for you.
When I first came in, we was talking about table etiquette and like different things I learned. I never was comfortable or been taught.
Mm-hmm. And for you, a young man, you know, from our interview before, you talked about the ways that you've had to grow up.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know, and we talked about the young men that are actually looking up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us the benefits of this program for any young man should take part in.
Yeah, it's a good class to take.
You know, you talk about, you know, etiquette. That's just one of the things.
Yes, ma'am.
I know you all had a lot of speakers in there. Which one were you most, did you learn the most from?
It was, what's the name of the people that?
Was it the special agent?
Yeah, it was a special agent. It was a special agent. Yes, ma'am.
And you know, it's like seeing someone that looks like you in a way, you know, to see him in that position. What did it do for you?
Yeah, said he was from the country and he made it. Yeah,
That's you, Kenyon.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're about to go into the Army. And what are your feelings right now?
I feel like this class has been real good. It taught me a lot of things.
And we're certainly looking for great things to come from you, Kenyon, because you know how you were when you first started.
Yes, ma'am.
You know how you were in middle school. I was your teacher, I know. And so for you, I think that it's really a blessing for the people out there that know you to see how you've evolved as a young man.
Yes, ma'am.
And you would say that this course right here, this class, is what really one of the things that helped you, right?
Yes, ma'am. It helped me a lot.
What do you want to say to Mr. Will Smith? Because you know he don't play the radio.
I want to say
tough.
thank you. I want to say thank you, everything you did as a coach and as a teacher.
Very good. Thank you, Kenyon. We're excited about what the future holds for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And you look sharp in your jacket.
Thank you. I like it, too.
All right. Kenyon Wright, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Michael Williams with us here. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Now, listen, we want to hear all about you. Share with us about your family, things that you've been involved in high school, and what your future plans are.
Well, my 10th grade year, I actually got involved in FBLA.
Really? Fantastic. How was that experience for you?
It was, at first I really didn't like it, but it helped me open up as a person.
Mm-hmm. And for you, now, your family, do you come from a big family?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about your family. Your mom. What's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Sheikah.
Sheikah. Hey, Sheikah. She's out here watching you. How important is it for you to have your family support?
It's very important.
Yeah. And now here it is. You're about to go to SCAG. What do you plan on majoring in?
Film production.
So you're going to be doing this right here?
Yes, ma'am.
Behind the camera. All right. And so for you being a part of Growing Young Men, tell us about what your experience has been in this program.
At first, I really was nervous to be in the classroom because I didn't really like talking, like in front of a lot of people. But it helped me come out that shell.
Very good. And so what areas, so for you, what has been the most beneficial in this program? Because Kenyon talked about when the special agent came in and shared about his journey. What has been the most beneficial for you?
When we learned how to set up the table about the dining
That was all foreign to you, wasn't it?
as well.
You like, why you got all these forks on the table? Just learning those kind of things. And so would you suggest this program for other young people, young men, and why would you suggest it?
Yes, I would suggest it.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah.
Like, even though like every Wednesday we had to dress up and stuff, you know, sometimes I really didn't feel like dressing up. But when I put on like the dress clothes and stuff, it made me feel better.
You feeling pretty good right now, aren't you?
As well.
Man, you are casket sharp. What message do you want to give to Will Smith? Because he really is passionate about what he teaches you young men, and he really wants you to just not just grasp it, but to really embrace it and to become a better human being. What do you want to say to Coach Will Smith?
Well, I would like to say thank you.
Yeah. Because when you see this, you see the benefits of it, and you didn't even want to partake in it, and here it is, you're coming out of your shell bit by bit.
As well.
You're on television right now. Okay, you did it. Well, congratulations to you. We're certainly looking forward to what the future holds for you. I mean, you're going to a great institution. Fantastic. Look forward to seeing your name in lights.
Thank you.
And on the credits. Film production. Michael, thank you. Anyone with a name like Storm is definitely a force to be reckoned with. We've got Storm Wyatt with us. How are you, Storm?
I'm doing pretty good.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
How are you feeling right now? You're graduating, and here it is. You got this cool jacket here for the work that you've done in this program. What are your feelings right now?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know, we want to hear a little bit about you, Storm. Tell us about your family, and tell us about what your journey has been like in high school and the different things you've been involved in, okay?
My mom's name is Amy Langford, and my dad's name is James White. And my high school experience has been really good while I was here.
Did you play any sports, or were you involved in any extracurricular activities?
I was in FFA for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And for you, here it is, this program, you're hearing from your peers about what their experiences are. What were your initial thoughts about this?
At first I thought it was just another boring class, but then after being in it, I seen that it showed us how to grow up and be men.
Yeah. And so what areas have you had to work on about yourself? Because I think this class, too, is one for you to really do a self-reflection about, okay, this is who I am. These are some areas that are good about me. These are some things that I really need to work on. What things have you seen change about yourself, Storm?
I've seen that I've opened up more, like talking and stuff like that, and dressing up and just things like that.
Yeah, and I think he teaches you all how to be considerate.
Yes, sir.
How to be kind to people. And so here it is, you're finishing up. What's next for you after high school?
I applied for Middle Georgia and I got accepted in, and I'm gonna try to go to be I want to be a history teacher.
You're about to teach some history. You're making history right now, Storm.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you want to say to Mr. Will Smith about this program or what he's done for you?
Thank you for all you've done for us and me. We all really appreciate it.
Very good. We're proud of you, and we look forward to what the future holds for you.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the mighty Storm, everyone. Amarion Coney. Boy, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing well. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Now, you and I are going to be interviewing soon, so we'll talk about your journey as a senior. For you, this program, you know, it's pretty special.
Yes, ma'am.
What were your initial thoughts when you first started this program, and how have you changed?
When I first started this program, I thought it was kind of childish. I didn't want to be in it, but over the past couple months, it helped me grow a lot.
Wow. And for you, if you could like pull out or pinpoint something that has really impacted you the most out of this class, what would it be? Is it hard to say? Is it hard to say? No, it's hard to say, isn't it? Because I think that, you know, I've been able to come to some of the classes and to partake and just to see you all and the people, the magnitude of people and the professionals that Mr. Smith brought in to speak with you all. How do you think that helped you?
Helped me a lot. It let me not be nervous in front of the TV.
Yeah. You're in front of a TV right now, son. And so for you, what area, so for you, you changed a little bit through it, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
First, you're like, oh, this is ridiculous.
Yes,
And now here you are to see you put on that jacket. What was that feeling when Dr. Hall put that jacket on you?
It feel like I accomplished something.
You really did. You did. What message do you want to give to those young men out there who you see are kind of going astray a little bit, to encourage them and to really take part in something like this and to let them know how it could change their life? What do you want to say to those young men?
Don't let this program not help you. This is a one-time thing. It helps you in life.
It helps you in life. Anything you want to say to Mr. Will Smith?
Thank you for teaching me a lot, not as a coach, but also as a teacher.
Very good. Thank you, son, for all. We're proud of how you've grown and matured, and we're looking forward to what's next for you.
Thank you.
Amarion Coney. We've got Coach Will Smith here. I mean, Coach, just watching today's ceremony and listening to these young men and just seeing the manifestation of a vision that you had come to pass. What are your thoughts right now?
It's truly a blessing and honor to be at East Lawrence High School, but then it's like an extra step when you're able to impact young men's lives as they get ready to transition from high school to the real world.
Right.
And I've been very pleased with their behaviors, their improvement academically. And all of these young men, all 13, are actually will graduate this year.
That's fantastic.
And so we had 13 young seniors, and I can tell you, it was trying at times.
Right.
And that was expected, because when you don't have the soft skills and you have to learn those, I think these young men bought in.
Yeah.
And when they did buy in, I think the transitioning part each day showed their improvement, not only behaviorally, but
Right.
academically.
Yes.
And then I could see their vision for what they wanted for themselves.
Right. And look at these seeds that you're planting here. And now you yourself, you're very disciplined. And you know where you started out, and you know, for one, what the military did for you and how you made those adjustments yourself. And now here it is, you're in a position to transform the lives of these young people.
Well, that's the key to it. Is when we're in this type of profession, like any profession, we want to make sure we're that prime example.
Yeah.
And I try to walk that walk, not just talk it, but I truly believe in the action. It speaks louder than words.
Yes.
And so my daily walk is for them to watch, because somebody's always watching us.
Always.
And so if they're watching us, they're learning from us. And so if it's going to be learned behavior, we might as well make sure it's positive learned behavior.
That's right, and that's exactly what they're giving. And I know I made a statement to one of the young people. I said, Will Smith does not play the radio. And what that means, if you don't know what that is, that's someone who really is very serious, who's taking this program very serious, who really is entrusting these young men to really not just get the grasp of what he's saying, but to really apply it to their lives. And so for that, you are the perfect person for this program.
Well, I thank you very much, Ms. Brock, for that vote of confidence. I truly believe these guys' lives are in their hands now, but I think we've given them here at East Lawrence High School, the Lawrence County School District, enough to go outside of these walls and be productive citizens in society.
So job well done.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Growing Young Men Jacket Ceremony. You heard from Dr. Hall, you've heard from Will Smith, you've seen some of these young men actually express themselves as far as what's changed about them. You've seen that actual putting on of those jackets, and that's just a transition and something that we expect to see in the future for them to continue to grow to be great young men. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you